Welcome to Unwiring Tech. Today, we are here to celebrate a monumental moment in the realm of artificial intelligence, a true game changer. The 2024 Nobel Prizes in Physics and Chemistry have just been awarded. In physics, the Nobel Prize was awarded to groundbreaking contribution of John Hopfield and Geoffrey Hinton, and in chemistry to the visionary trio of David Baker, Demis Hassabis, and John and Jumper. On October 8, 2024, the Royal Swedish Academy of Sciences announced these prestigious awards, recognizing Hopfield and Hinton for their foundational discoveries that enable machine learning through artificial neural networks. The Nobel Committee emphasized that their work has revealed a completely new way for us to use computers to tackle some of society's most pressing challenges. Now, what makes this win so special? Well, they have helped machines learn the way our brains do, or at least try. Their research has shaped the AI systems we use today, from image recognition to chatbots. So, what exactly did they discover? How do these networks mimic our brains? And how does it all tie into physics? Let's break it down. What is neural network? When we talk about artificial intelligence, a lot of it comes down to neural networks. These are systems that mimic how our brains work, kind of like a digital brain. Imagine each node in the network as a brain cell or neuron. These nodes talk to each other just like neurons do by passing signals. The connection between these nodes can get stronger or weaker depending on how often they fire together, similar to how learning works in our brains. This is how machines learn to recognize patterns in data. And all of this would not be possible without the work of Nobel winners John Hopfield and Geoffrey Hinton. Let's start with John Hopfield, who developed what's now called the Hopfield network. Think of it as a machine's memory system. Let's take an example. Imagine you have a pixelated picture of a cat, but it's blurry and there are some missing parts to it. The Hopfield network steps in and gradually adjusts the image pixel by pixel to create the most likely version of the cat. It's like solving a puzzle, filling in missing pieces bit by bit. Now, how does it work under the hood? Well, Hopfield borrowed ideas from physics, particularly atomic spin. Hopfield network acts like a problem solver. When given an incomplete or messy input, it keeps adjusting its internal structure until it feels right, like arranging magnets to reduce their push and pull. The right feeling corresponds to the best possible reconstruction of the input, achieved when the network reaches its most stable, lowest energy state. In a way, Hopfield's invention taught machines how to remember patterns, even when the data is incomplete or messy. Now, let's move to Geoffrey Hinton, a name you have probably heard before, the godfather of AI. Hinton took Hoffield's ideas and leveled them up by creating a new kind of a network called the Boltzmann machine. The Boltzmann machine is like a detective. You feed it with examples of data, say lots of photos of dogs, and it learns to spot patterns. Over time, it gets really good at identifying specific features like ears, tails, or fur. Once trained, it can even generate new pictures that resemble the ones it studied. Hinton's work laid the foundation of deep learning, the technology powering everything from Google's search engine to self-driving cars. By using principles from statistical physics, he created a system that would handle complex tasks autonomously. So why does all this matter? Well, today's AI systems, whether it's ChatGPT, facial recognition systems, or medical diagnostics, are all built on ideas pioneered by Hopfield and Hinton. As Ellen Moons, chair of the Nobel Committee for Physics, explained, these neural networks are helping scientists discover new materials diagnose diseases, and advance climate research. Their impact goes far beyond just tech, it's transforming science, industry, and society. But it's not just about their accomplishments that stands out. It's also their reflections on AI's future. Geoffrey Hinton made headlines last year when he left Google. He expressed deep concerns about the consequences of these powerful technologies. Hinton draws a stark parallel, saying AI's impact might rival that of industrial revolution. His words are a bit chilling. He said, "It's going to exceed people in intellectual ability. We have no experience of having things smarter than us." But despite his warnings, Hinton remains optimistic about AI's potential to transform healthcare and productivity for the better. Also, at recent press conference, John Hopfield took an equally thought-provoking stance. He compared AI advancements to the splitting of atom, a discovery that brought both progress and perils. Hopfield emphasized the importance of learning how to control these technologies to prevent disasters. His message: with great power comes great responsibility. The Nobel Committee beautifully summed it up. Thanks to their work, humanity now has a powerful new tool. How we harness the capabilities of deep learning will determine our future. Now let's talk about Nobel Prize in Chemistry. On October 9, 2024, the Nobel Committee announced the Chemistry Award for David Baker from University of Washington, along with Demis Hassabis and John Jumper from Google DeepMind. Baker was recognized for his pioneering work in computational protein design, while Jumper and Hassabis were honored for their advancements in protein structure prediction. Together, their contribution blends cell biology and artificial intelligence, ushering in a new era in scientific research. So, what exactly did they achieve? Let's break it down. The very first question is, why protein structures matter? Let me explain it to you. Proteins are at the heart of all biological processes. They control everything from oxygen transport by hemoglobin to blood sugar regulation by insulin. As Nobel website describes them, proteins power the exuberant chemistry of life. But here is the challenge. To fully understand proteins, scientists need to figure out their three-dimensional structures. Proteins are made up of long chains of amino acids, and the way these chains fold determines the protein's function. If scientists can determine a protein's amino acid sequence, they should be able to predict its structure and eventually its functions, a tantalizing puzzle that researchers have chased for decades. The capacity to engineer proteins with new functions could lead to revolutionary applications. Think about targeted pharmaceuticals, rapid vaccine development, and eco-friendly materials for a chemical industry. The potential benefits for humanity are staggering. This is where the groundbreaking work of Hassabis, Jumper, and Baker comes in. Let's start with AlphaFold team. In 2018, Hassabis and his team entered the critical assessment of protein structure prediction competition, known as the Olympics of Protein Prediction, with their AI model AlphaFold. At first, their model hit around 60% accuracy, but things changed dramatically when John Jumper joined the project. Together, they fine-tuned AlphaFold, pushing it to predict protein structures with unprecedented precision. Meanwhile, David Baker was developing a different approach with his Rosetta software. Rosetta wasn't just good at predicting protein structures, it could also generate new ones. Baker flipped the usual process. Instead of inputting amino acid sequences to get a protein structure, he fed Rosetta desired protein shapes and let the software design the matching amino acids. In simple terms, Baker's innovation allows scientists to create entirely new proteins, like molecular machines built from scratch. Imagine proteins that don't exist in nature but could revolutionize everything from drug design to plastic-eating microbes. So why does this matter? The ability to visualize protein structures open up a world of possibilities. Understanding how proteins functions helps scientists unravel the mysteries of diseases, explore antibiotic resistance, and discover how some microbes can degrade plastics. And there you have it. The 2024 Nobel Prizes in Physics and Chemistry celebrate groundbreaking advancements in AI and protein science. What are your thoughts on these remarkable achievements? Join this conversation with us. Until next time, keep questioning, keep exploring, and stay curious. Don't forget to subscribe and share this episode. Thank you so much for joining in.